Talking your money now, if you're retiring in the near future, you may be wondering how much income you'll need and where in the heck is it going to come from. Wealth manager and author Jim Sloan is here for the next hour with us to discuss this very issue. I'm still waking up this morning, Jim. So let's talk about how much income you're going to need when it comes time to retire. What are you telling people?
That's a great question, Natalie. In fact, I get that quite often from baby boomers, right along the lines of, do I need 60, 70, 80% of my pre-retirement income in retirement? Well, the answer generally is going to be no. Probably to solve that question would be basically just a simple math equation, and that would be, what are your annual expenses and what is your annual income? And if there is a shortfall, then the question now becomes, where are you going to generate that income from? Where's it coming from? You know, not long ago, you could have a portfolio of, say, treasuries and corporate bonds and dividend-paying stocks, and that would be okay to generate sufficient income for most people. However, that traditional fixed income portfolio just doesn't work today. Not to say you can't generate substantial income today, because you can. You can get somewhere in the ballpark of 5 to 7% annual income, but you just have to look different places.
Yeah, I'm planning to start a lemonade stand outside my retirement home. You say there are some significant ways to generate income, and we're going to talk about that in the next 10 minutes. Thanks so much, Jim. We're talking retirement throughout this hour, including how much money you'll need to make it a reality. Wealth manager and author Jim Sloan is back with us now. So, Jim, let's talk about some non-guaranteed ways to generate income in retirement.
Sure. Well, Natalie, first off, let's make sure that we know that non-guaranteed means exactly what it says. It is probable income, but it is not guaranteed. The investor, the consumer, will certainly assume the market risk, and just as long as they know that. Now, with that said, there are 5 to 7% attainable yields today. So someone can generate 5 to 7% of annual income if you know where to look. And it's going to require you looking globally, as well as asset classes that may be unfamiliar to some, such as global infrastructure stocks, which are basically stocks of companies that own and operate maybe seaports or toll roads or utility lines. Now, they're throwing off some very nice yields today. However, we just need to understand that you have to know what those stocks are and know where to find them, along with there's some master limited partnerships and some real estate investment trusts that are throwing off a little better than 6% in dividends today.
Wow. Okay, so that's why we need a wealth manager like you, I'm assuming, because I wouldn't even know where to begin. All right, thanks, Jim. He's going to talk to us about guaranteed ways to generate income in retirement. Again, those guaranteed ways, that'll be in our next half hour. 5:39, and we are talking your money, in particular retirement. If the time is nearing, you may be wondering if you have enough money saved and where you'll get the income that you need, right? So wealth manager and author Jim Sloan has been with us throughout the hour with some advice on retirement. Okay, so we talked about non-guaranteed ways of income during retirement. So what are some guaranteed ways to generate income, Jim?
Very good question, Natalie. In fact, it used to be laddered CDs and bonds used to provide a very nice income for a lot of retirees. However, with today's low interest rate environment, they're having to look elsewhere. And where are they looking? A lot of times they're looking at annuities, fixed annuities, in fact, and you add a lifetime income rider to that annuity. And what the rider does is simply guarantees that your money will grow at a certain percentage rate each year, such as 6, 7, 8% a year for income purposes. Now, the rider does carry a fee, a rider fee, and it generally goes from about 0.5% to maybe 1% a year, depending on the company. So a couple of really nice things on these income annuities would simply be, number one, if your account is ever depleted, 20, 30 years from now, it doesn't matter, because your income is guaranteed for as long as you live. And then lastly, it is really nice to be able to generate 5 to 7% of guaranteed monthly cash flow for life.
Yeah, I like that idea. Good advice there, Jim. Thanks so much. And you're going to be back with what you should do now if your retirement is right around the corner, coming up here. Thank you, Isaiah. All right, wealth manager and author Jim Sloan joins us one last time this morning to talk about what you really need to retire, helping us plan for the future. All right, Jim, so for someone retiring very soon, what should they be doing right now?
Probably the first step is certainly to anyone that is approaching retirement would need to seek out a trusted advisor that specializes in retirement income planning. There are many brokers and advisors out there that specialize in accumulation, and that was okay while you were working, but there's a greater challenge facing boomers today, and that is how to generate a lifetime income that you can't outlive from your nest egg.
All right, great advice, Jim. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekend.
Thank you.